I'm going to be telling you how to how to get the new mountain peak vehicle. Where is it? This one, the speed line trials. How to complete them. Well, first of all, I mean, the first thing that's kind of obvious, you got to upgrade every vehicle to the max, including spoilers, brakes, everything. And for some of these, you might have to tamper a little bit with the top speed to acceleration ratio. Now, by far the most difficult one is the Alton Martin Valk, because I mean that one I struggled with myself. Yeah, but let me quickly explain all the other vehicles, how to easily complete these missions, the strategies, all of that stuff. Right, so the first thing you want to do to find quickly your vehicles, you can go and type their name in here, or if you're too lazy, just remember their first name and then click it, like Alton Martin. And as you can see, I upgraded mine fully. You do not need the plow, by the way. To complete these missions to the fullest, you might want to crash a vehicle somewhere, or if you have a coal bar or a flamethrower. However, it's going to be more difficult with flamethrower. So yeah, you might want to invest in a coal bar sooner or later if you don't have one. It won't work with a rocket launcher. It won't work as well or as easy with the flamethrower. However, it could work. The coal bar is the safest choice here. To completely strip away the vehicle, completely, I mean, make sure to keep the back of the vehicle because you'll be needing that. You'll need the extra weight in the back since this thing is rear wheel drive apparently. Because every time I stripped it down, it would just spin out uphill. So yeah, this vehicle, you want to do it downhill. We're going to be starting off with the most difficult mission right now. So this is how your car should look. This is the ultimate setup. It has enough weight in the back to keep it still. It doesn't have any weight in the front. It's balanced. Has plenty of weight on the top. It has plenty of weight in the back. No weight in the front because it's not needed. Make sure to have the best spoiler and the best upgrades on it. My personal pick is this wing spoiler because I just like it. But you can pick whatever. Now this vehicle has a top speed of 250. You need to hit 210 in a speed zone. So it's not just drive past that's going to capture it. So first I'm going to show you where to get to. You want to go out of row 4, behind here. If you want to take a few shortcuts through the grass, you can. Or snow, whatever, doesn't matter. Depends on when you're going to be doing this. I hope you find this useful because, I mean, I'm kind of, yeah. You see, it still spins out. Yeah, make sure to be extremely careful. You see, it still spins out, just not as much. Now, if depends on how you want to do it. Uphill is practically impossible because, I mean, it just isn't possible. I've been trying. It's not really, possible. Or even if it is possible, it's not worth it because there's an easier way. But if you want to try, I would say start around here and just launch it up and just keep going. If you crash like I just did, use the rewind feature because the rewind feature brings you back, cancels your attempt, brings you back, and you can start all over again. Now on this first corner, you might want to tap the brake a little bit, but after that you should be fine. I mean, right now I kind of clipped the wall, but you should be fine. Okay, somebody, okay. But yeah, you should be fine. Around there, you should be able to. Okay, that was a little far. But the ultimate way to do it is to completely ignore all of this. Keep going up, and around here, yes, around here, you want to turn your vehicle around and go full speed down, not tapping the brake. I will tell you when to tap the brake. Okay, tap the brake gently. Okay, I crashed there, but I mean, if you tap the brake and not be like me. Now, by here, you should be at around 140 miles per hour, way over what you need. If you can master this without hitting it like me, because the speed that should the speed you should have when entering the zone should be over 180 miles per hour or it won't work. You will not get enough time. So what you want to do is 180, tap the brake on this corner, enter it, Keep going downhill, keep going, push the car to its limit. Somewhere even cut the corner like where? Yeah, the meter should be saying 119 or 100 or 200 220 or over. For this corner, you want to start braking over there gently, cornering this vehicle. It should be going 140, so the average will still be going up even after braking. Right after you make it up to here, keep flooring the vehicle and you should exit. Even if you lose or go under the speed, I don't think you'll have enough time. Yeah, just make sure not to wobble around too much. You know, keep it steady. Because one hit on the wall and you might as well just click the rewind. Yeah. Now, if you thought always remember to use the rewind feature and not the respawn, because let's say you fall off and you click respawn, you'll spawn down there. You'll not spawn up here. So make sure to use the rewind feature. But yeah, this is the hardest one, and I'm telling you how to do it right now. Next, we're gonna be where is it? The other ones weren't as difficult. However, there was one. There was one that I absolutely hated, and it was this one. No, wait, no, not this one. Where is it? It's this one. This one's, I bet you also struggle. So first of all, the car that you're going to be using is a Ferrari. So go down here, go to this Ferrari, and this is the Ferrari. Here you go. This is the Ferrari. Obviously, max upgrades. And this mission is extra annoying because of its location. Now, you... Okay, I'm back. Little technical issues with the game. Now, what you want to do is, once again, strip it. Strip it. Strip the car. Now, don't worry about doing this as quick as possible. I mean, I wanted to do it as quick as possible so I can do a video on it and just so I can get my hands on it because I really wanted that car in the game. However, the stats are kind of a little bit disappointing and there were some misalignments. You can tell that the vehicle was rushed. No wonder it was delayed by 1 week. And you know what? No. You know what's interesting? That vehicle, well, where is it? This one, yeah? It was delayed by 1 week, yet they still couldn't make it look good. There were so many defects that I found in my, video where I was talking about the car. But anyways, let's not talk about that. Let's, find the road that I have to get out. Also, car crashes, why do I, look. I can see this one, but I can't see this one. Now it switches. Why is that? Anyways, difficulty about this mission is the vehicle and its acceleration and its handling. This is a very annoying mission as to why it's honestly based on luck. Ah, fuck this game. It's honestly based on luck. A lot of luck. Yeah, a lot of luck, timing, and just precision. It took me half an hour to complete this mission. It was very annoying. It was very unnecessary. It was a very annoying, stupid, honestly nerve-taking mission, in my opinion. That honestly was just unnecessary. And now I can't make it up there. Okay, here we go. Now, once again, let me just get up there. Okay, so we're up. Basically, what you're gonna have to do is strip the car down. I hate this game. I hate this game! What are you doing? I'm already on a road. Why are you respawning me on another one? What the fuck? Man, this game baits me far too much. I don't know how this game baits me. But it just does. Always does this stupid bullshit to trip me up all the time. Like, tell me this never happened to you, bro. Like, I'm just trying to, bro. Man, you know what I mean. Like, seriously. Like, the glitches in this game, they're just it's just stupid. Alright. So once you strip the car, it around looks like this. What you're gonna have to do is drive through here, but not too quick. because you're gonna have to turn up here, which is incredibly annoying. Then you're gonna have to turn here, and you'd be like, what's the difficulty? You just did it. You know, I just hit it at 100 miles per hour. Well, the thing is, it doesn't count your actual speed. The difficulty is how this speed is getting measured. It measures your average speed, not your actual speed. So average speed, what it means, that your average, the average speed, you know. If you know what average is, I'm not going to be explaining this because I'm not a mathematician, and I'm not, you know, I'm here to help you out complete this mission, not fucking explain what average is. But it basically just counts your speed when you started there, going through here, just counting your speed and just working out the average, you know. And it's extremely annoying because, well, whenever you go around that way, the average speed doesn't climb fast enough. It'll always be on 90 or 90 or 95 or 94, something like that. You'll always be stuck on a number. I was honestly stuck on 80 for a long time because when you enter here, you go quick and then you gotta slow down not to crash. You can't enter quick because you'll exit slow and you'll lose all your average speed. But you also can't enter slow because you also can't enter too slow because you'll like just not get enough time. I would say enter around that 70 miles per hour, then exit, go around here like that, and I think the average speed should be good. You know what I mean? It's honestly just like there's no actual way to do this. I say going downhill is more preferable. However, once again, don't like be like, oh, this is downhill, I'm going to accelerate. No, just exit like enter the corner at like 70 or 60. Even then, that's too much. And then when you're like over here, just gas it full down and hope that the meter goes up. Because really, the meter's really quirky on this one, and there's a really little frame where you can make it. It's like really slim. It's not like a, you know, like plenty of room to accelerate. No, this is a very slim area of like, you know, one mistake or one overturn or a little bit of oversteer and you're not completing this mission. It's going to be stuck on 94, 95. You know, still go quick on the straightaways, just slower on the corners. Because once again, one trip up or one oversteer or one, you know, just like the car slips up, you know, just goes on the thing and just slips up a little bit, and yeah, you're not completing this mission. I would say this mission was more tougher than the Aston Martin mission, because the Aston Martin mission had an algorithm, had a certain way, it was more flexible, you had different ways. This one, you only have one way. Uphill, this mission, I think, is impossible. You know, you're better off going downhill. Even then, the downhill part is extra difficult because of this bit, because you're going quick down, then you gotta slow down quickly, corner, then accelerate on the final corner, and you gotta, like, you know what I mean. It's very slim chance to, you know, ace this one. But if you can, that's good. Next, we're going to another very difficult mission. There are 3 of them. And this one goes towards the bottom. Where is that mission? It's this mission. This mission right here. And then there's another mission that I want to talk about as well. Is this mission right here. And for this mission, you gotta use this vehicle. For this mission, you need a Porsche. This one. And this mission takes place in the same area where the Ferrari. Now, don't worry, it's not the same thing. They're just very close. Like, extremely close. Once again, you need all of the best upgrades on your vehicle, or you'll just quit, you know. If you're not here, if you can't grind or you're too lazy, then just forget about this car. Or forget about the free-to-play. You can always just, you know, beg your mom for Robux. It only costs 200 Robux. I mean, if you don't want to grind this, or if you think this is too hard, obviously just go with the pay-to-win. I honestly didn't go with the pay-to-win because I'm not doing it. Unlike this one, because I'm just not completing this. I'm just not bothered. I'm just going to pay it. You know, I just don't want to do it, I think. I just think there's no point of doing it. It's just too difficult. Also, that the fact that if you don't complete one mission, you can't complete the other ones, and I just don't like it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't like that. However, this mission was the same for this vehicle. Was the same. Oh, and another thing, forgot to mention. Car Crushes 2 seems to listen to my videos because, as you can see, Stunt Champion is going away. So if you want this car, better get it quick because it's retiring. The car is retiring. Now, I don't know if the mission will stay and you'll just get a new reward for this. Probably not. But the vehicle is retiring after 2 or 3 years. I'm not too sure how much was here. For, I think, a couple of years of being on sale, this one is being removed. And it's honestly shocking because this is one of the newer ones. This was one of the newer ones, you know. But yeah, it's getting removed. You got 8 days. I mean, the mission's not hard. The missions are not hard. However, the problem with this mission, you need the air thrusters, which cost Robux. So I'm guessing this is why this mission is being removed. And it's honestly just easier to pay this mission. Because it'll be easier to pay 150 Robux than paying 250 and then having to complete missions. So yeah, the reason this mission's getting removed, in my opinion, is because it's just a massive scam. Because it costs 150 to complete this mission and get the car. But if you want to do it free to play, there's no real way to do it free to play. It's either you pay 150 for just the vehicle, or you pay 250 to get the air thrusters on every single vehicle in the game. There's no other option for that. Yeah, you get air thrusters 250, and then you have to complete these missions that's not difficult, but for 250 Robux, I'm paying 100 extra to suffer more, whereas I could just pay this much and get the vehicle straight away. So yeah, if you want the vehicle and you have the air thrusters, do the missions free to play. There's no point overpaying, you already have the air thrusters. But if you don't have the air thrusters, just buy it with Robux because there's no actual point of doing it. I mean, air thrusters are not limited. You can buy them any day. And this vehicle is going away soon. So if you really want it, don't buy the air thrusters for 250. Buy the mission for 150. Save yourself 100 Robux. And then, yeah, you don't have to do these missions. You save 100 Robux. And you get the vehicle that is in 8 days going away. So make sure you get it before it's gone. Anyways, back to the video. Yeah, so what you want to do is go past here. Nothing crazy, you know. This ain't the mission yet. We're just heading there. And the mission starts around here. You need to go through here, accelerate, then take a sharp corner, which you're obviously going to fail because why wouldn't you? So you basically have to slow down to miraculously low speeds and then accelerate all the way down to here. This mission has a massive problem, just like the Ferrari mission. The average speed will not go up. There's a very small frame where you can make it. Any mess up or you start too close to the meter, because you can't just start on the meter and then you'll complete the mission. No, 100% fail. You need to start around here. Around here. Strip the car, obviously, because, well, that's what are you gonna do for every mission? It's just easier like that. You know what I mean? Make sure not to strip the car too much because you still want the grip. You still want some grip in this thing. So I would say keep the back. The front's not too, you know, useful. You want to keep going down, then you slow down here. And you basically go down. The problem with this mission isn't the car's too slow. The car's fully capable of completing it. It's, again, the average speed is a little quirky and is going to be messing with you. This mission is designed to be like, it didn't take me long. It took me 10 minutes, but I just got lucky there. Because this mission was just as annoying as the Ferrari mission and the Aston Martin mission. The Aston Martin mission took me 2 days because I had to find the perfect route for it. The Ferrari mission took me half an hour because, I mean, there were only 2 routes and there was no other way. This one took me 10 minutes, and then there was another one that took me 40 minutes to complete. And that's the next one we're going to be talking about. This one took me 10 minutes because I just got lucky. I lined the car up perfectly somehow. I managed to corner it, and it was just, yeah. But it was a little heartbreaking because on one of the runs, I got 114. out of 115 average speed, which actually broke my heart because I was 1 speed away. And yeah, it's just one fuck up. Yeah, I mean, going downhill is your best bet and starting on the straightaway. However, speed doesn't really matter in this one too much where you grab it, because I mean, the only reason you have to start back there is so the average speed meter starts high. So if you're going 130, you'll start at 130 here, which would be perfect for you, because I mean, the higher your speed is here, the less speed you'll lose here. So I'll go down to 50. Let's say I'll lose to 80, and then I can quickly grab it. Whereas if I enter at 60, I'll lose a lot more. So it's just like entering the corner fast. Just you gotta like have a high speed before entering this corner. So the average speed, you gotta keep it above 90. Otherwise, it's just gonna mess up you. You know, if you exit this corner and you have below 90, I mean, you're not completing it. You have to have above 90 when you're exiting the corner. Yeah, it's just how it is. I don't know why. You know. And onto our final mission that I think is worth talking about, because I mean, the rest of the missions aren't really too difficult, you know. I mean, these missions ain't really too difficult. They're pretty simple. They might take you a few attempts, but they're pretty simple. There's nothing crazy about those. And I think that mission was the most nerve-taking mission out of these. It was honestly one of the most disgusting missions I did. Now, the car you need for this is an absolutely amazing vehicle. I love that car. It's, of course, the T1. What else would it be? And this vehicle is amazing in every way. Especially after the revamp, this vehicle I liked this before the revamp, I just didn't like how it looked. And after the revamp, this thing became a whole new icon to me, you know. But that's not the point. The point is, this car will struggle. And once again, this mission has the smallest frame you can get into. Again, one not even mess up. One wrong, you know, you turn a little bit too late, you're done for. You brake a little bit too late, you're done for. You do something a little bit too late, you're done for. Other missions were difficult, but they were more forgiving than this one. This one is extremely difficult. For the reason being, the way to do it is difficult, the more difficult way, but the only possible way. I know it sounds silly, but that's how it is. Basically, again, you have to strip this vehicle down. This mission took me 40 minutes. Make sure to strip your vehicle down completely. There are no uphills here, so you won't need any grip on this. There'll be just enough grip for you. Make sure to destroy this part. Your car should be looking like this, around plus minus, you know. You start off, you gotta have around 100 speed. You gotta hit 170 to make into this tight corner. And this is just an impossible mission. Through this way, it's nearly impossible. You'll always hit 150, 160, but never 170 because of this final bastard-like corner. You can't make it through the rocks because, I mean, you'll just veer off. You can't flip and cut through here because it'll just cancel it out if you go to, of course. You can't go around it as well because that'll just, you know, just lose speed. So this way is impossible, even though it's easier. Even though this way seems easier, it's impossible. It's not possible, forget that way. What you want to do is go up here, whip this thing around. You gotta be at around this speed that I just hit it at. You gotta be going extremely quick, and yeah, avoid this tree at all costs, because why does Car Crushers put... You know, Car Crushers is the most disgusting placement of trees I've ever seen on a map. They always... Look, they never are there when you need one, but whenever you're doing something, and you're about to do a perfect run, a tree it seems like it just spawns from there, and it just ruins your run. But anyway, yeah, you gotta go around here, and the massive kick in the balls for this one is this corner right here. Because at such a high speed, the car will just hit here and lose most of its speed. Multiple times I got 169 once I passed that mark. But once again, It's possible. It's possible. Let me show you how. The first thing you want to do, you have to go way over. Something about these missions that you gotta know. Whenever you do them, you gotta be way over what you need to go. So if you need to go 170, you have to go like 200 for the average speed to be 170. That's just how Car Crashers 2 works. Don't ask me. That's just how it works. I don't know why. I don't know for what purpose. I don't know. It's just how it is. But what you want to do is strip the vehicle for massive weight reduction, because I mean that's the only way to accelerate this thing. So yeah, pretty much if you don't have a co-bar, you can't really complete this mission. Or if you can, you're some superhuman. Please comment down if you did it without a co-bar. I'm 100% not going to be doing that. So basically, yeah, you got to be like extremely quick around these corners. Slow down for this one. And the massive kicker is here, because even if you make it past that stupid tree that was never there when I did it for some reason, but now it's suddenly spawned and fucking up my run. But yeah, if you massively avoid that tree and don't lose any speed going over 170, you will crash. You will crash. That is not an option. So you will have to brake. So you go through here, corner. See, I don't know why. Yeah, you're gonna have to corner, but the thing is, this thing won't go through the corner over 150. If it's going over 150 or 140, it will not make it into this corner. It'll just hit here, flip, cross the line, and it will just be not enough. So you can't crash it and just hope for the best. You gotta slow down, enter it, enter this corner as close to this pillar as possible without clipping it, and hope that you make it through. Because I once did that and I hit it right here. I hit it right here and I couldn't complete the mission because it didn't count. This mission is the most annoying, painful, and stressful one yet. For the reason being, the F McLaren T1 isn't made for this. It's not made for this. That's the reason why this mission is so painful. What you basically have to do is constantly let off the gas, make it here, and you gotta get it as close to the wall. But the problem is, you're gonna have to brake if you want to get it as close to the wall as possible, or start turning around that tree. But yeah, if you can turn the car like this, if you need to, if you see, just do the drift and it just hope for the best. That's what I did. It worked. You know, there's no actual strategy apart from coming from this way and just already hitting the required speed. If you don't hit the required speed over here, then you can't complete this mission. You can't really, there's no actual way to complete this mission unless you're already going 170 the whole way until the final corner, when you have to drop the speed and just hope that the average speed doesn't drop fast enough. That's basically the reason is, if you don't go 170 or over 155 off rip as soon as you start this, you're not finishing this. You're not. That's just the reality of this mission. You're not going to be finishing it or completing it. But again, the final corner, as usual, always fucks it up. Hopefully this video was useful and you're going to use this advice, and hopefully this video blows up, because I mean 10 of my past videos didn't even blow up. However, yeah, hopefully this helps you. Hopefully you found this interesting, useful, and well, yeah, I'll see you in my next video. See ya. Come holla.